Let's go over some action figures that I've gotten from McFarlane Toys or NECA. They're from video games. What up YouTube, Sinful One Sinful Cross, coming to you with a brand new video today. Thought I would go over some of my action figures that are more based on video games, which you guys have seen pretty much a majority of my action figures from my Jaded Toys Street Fighter collection, my Jakks Pacific Mario collection, or just the random action figures of my favorite video games right here next to my desk. Hi Kratos. Or even my Doom Slayers. So one of my oldest figures from my video game collection of action figures. I'm pretty sure a lot of McFarlane collectors haven't seen this in years. The very first Destiny action figure from Destiny. This would be the Titan, which is the main character, main class I basically used all through Destiny. I also have figures from Borderlands, which again, this is one of his older sculpts, which of course doesn't really hold up to what he's done now. Great looking figure, don't get me wrong, just doesn't hold up. One of my favorites at the time, but now I regret buying them, is I have a lot of the MK11 action figures. A lot. Do I have all the accessories? Yes, but these things are like rocks. They do not pose very well. Or figures from The Witcher, which this arm, this one right here, doesn't move. It literally, I mean, yeah, I can lift it up, but that's it. And yes, you can do this, but again, that's it. Why? Because McFarlane was big on rubber. I don't know why. All his capes were made of rubber. A lot of the accessories, like this right here, was made of rubber, but he was a big rubber guy. I don't know why. I'm so glad he went to cloth capes. But I will say, sculpt-wise, McFarlane was one of the best. He was right up there with NECA. I mean, these were great sculpts. I mean, extremely great sculpts. But again, the one thing I will say about Mortal Kombat 11, all his figures were like spiky as hell, and trying to put them in a pose hurt. McFarlane, these things hurt to pose. Or you have figures that basically, in the heat, they warp. Which is, granted, take a hairdryer to it, getting it straightened out, no biggie. But weapons were also a lot of the problems when it comes to, case in point, if I can get him out. Cabal, I got him, loved the character, loved the way he looked. Both of his weapons were completely bent to hell. Heat. That's all it was heat. I got him when I was living in Texas, and the friggin' weapons were just bent. And that's the other thing, McFarlane Toys, whenever they did weapons for these guys, which no, I didn't pull them out, a lot of the weapons bend. They're all rubber. A lot of his newer stuff is way better. Everything he's put out recently, awesome. No more rubber freaking weapons. Thank you, Todd. But yes, these figures are still hold up. They still look great. Some, though, do not. And one of the ones that doesn't hold up, hold on. Now, you have to remember these figures have all been basically kept in a storage, in a tote, and locked away. So, this one, this is the original Scorpion that came out for MK11. See some missing? Yeah. And then I do have the Witcher from the Netflix TV series, which was Henry Cavill. See something missing? Yeah. Some figures, don't get me wrong, they look great. Case in point. Probably the closest Henry Cavill sculpt you'll find. Even better than the Superman one he put out. They just didn't hold up. One of the things that I do love, and I still have it to this day, is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and yes, I still have them. I just don't have anywhere to display them with my turtles. Is the figures from Turtles in Time. They still look great. I still love these figures. These mean a lot to me. These were my very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Were these. I mean, these still look great. They still look awesome. They're still posable. They're still great looking action figures. But NECA seems to hold up better than McFarlane when it comes to this. This is one of the Witcher figures, which, if you notice, when he's standing up, that hair is stiff plastic. You cannot sit his head up at all. This right here, soft plastic. But can't get an ab crunch. Can't. You actually get a better ab crunch off of this one than you can this one. Don't get me wrong, I don't regret buying these figures. I still love them to death. That's why I still have them. Problem is, a lot of them, you can now see a lot of the flaws he first had when he first was making action figures. NECA, same way. The original NECA figures, a lot of them didn't really hold up. I mean, case in point. Still I have Homelander. Still looks great. Still in the same pose I had him. Cape still there, but it sucks. There's no bendy wire, there's no nothing, there's no, can't pose it to save your life, but he looks great. Or I'm trying to find a certain one. And everybody has the new version of it. I have never gotten it. Part of me doesn't want to get it, but I have thought about getting it. If I can find him. Everybody has the new version of this figure and this character. I still have my original. This is the original RoboCop from NECA. Yes, this thing does not pose, but remember, this is RoboCop. He's not really supposed to be that posable. Is he still a great looking figure? Yes. Does he still kind of hold up? Yes. I have not gotten to mess with the new one yet, but I still hold on to this one. It still holds up to me. It's still RoboCop. From what I remember, this thing only came with and his gun, which yes, I still have. I just had to have it put away so I can actually find it. Oh no, don't get me wrong, I love some of my older figures. I still have the tote. I know a lot of figures I am going to try and get rid of. Some figures, which as you just saw, are broke, messed up because they've been in storage this whole time. But some figures are just, they're ready to go. And part of me is ready to let them go. There are certain figures, yes, I am never going to let them go. That includes my turtle collection from Turtles in Time. It's, like I said, that is my very first Ninja Turtle collection. My very first. I got those before I ever got the rest of everything that's up there. That's why it's so hard to have them in a tote instead of out for everybody to see. Well guys, hope you enjoyed this little video. I know it's a little chaotic, but I do hope you liked it. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great Friday. Let's have a great weekend. Above all, let's stay sinful.